The Crucifixion, a poem by James Weldon Johnson. Jesus, my gentle Jesus, walking in the dark of the Garden of Gethsemane, saying to the 3 disciples, sorrow is in my soul even unto death. Tarry ye here a little while and watch with me. Jesus, my burden, Jesus, praying in the dark of the Garden of Gethsemane, saying, Father, oh Father, this bitter cup, let it pass from me. Jesus, my sorrowing Jesus, the sweat like drops of blood upon his brow, talking with his Father, while the 3 disciples slept, saying, Father, oh Father, not as I will, but thy will be done. Oh, look, black-hearted Judas, sneaking through the dark of the garden, leading his crucifying mob. Oh God, strike him down. Why don't you strike him down before he plants his traitor's kiss upon my Jesus' cheek? And they take my blameless Jesus and they drag him to the mighty Roman governor, great Pilate seated in his hall, great Pilate on his judgment seat, said, in this man I find no fault. I find no fault in him. And Pilate washed his hands. But they cried out, saying, crucify him, crucify him, crucify him. His blood be on our heads. And they beat my loving Jesus. They spit on my precious Jesus. They dressed him up in a purple robe. They put a crown of thorns upon his head. And they pressed it down. Oh, they pressed it down. And they mocked my sweet King Jesus. Up Golgotha's rugged road I see my Jesus go. I see him sneak beneath the load. I see my drooping Jesus sink. And then they laid hold on Simon, Black Simon. Yes, Black Simon. They put the cross on Simon. And Simon bore cross. On Calvary, they crucified my Jesus. They nailed him to the cruel tree, and the hammer rang through Jerusalem streets. The hammer rang through Jerusalem streets. Jesus, my lamb like Jesus, shivering as the nails go through his hands. Jesus, my lamb like Jesus, shivering as the nails go through his feet. Jesus, my darling Jesus, groaning as the Roman spear plunged in his side. Jesus, my darling Jesus, groaning as the blood came spurting from his wound. Oh, look how they done my Jesus. Mary, weeping Mary, sees her poor little Jesus on the cross. Mary, weeping Mary sees her sweet baby Jesus on a cruel cross, hanging between two thieves. And Jesus, my lonesome Jesus, called out once more to his Father, saying, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And he drooped his head and died. The veil of the temple was split in two. The midday sun refused to shine. The thunder rumbled and the lightning wrote an unknown language in the sky. What a day, Lord, what a day when my blessed Jesus died. Oh, I tremble. Yes, I tremble. It causes me to tremble, tremble, tremble. When I think how Jesus died on the steeps of Calvary, how Jesus died for sinners, sinners like you and me.